What's happening, everyone? My name is Phil with PrecisionLED.com, and today we have a 2000 Toyota 4Runner, our work truck, that we'll be doing an LED interior installation on. Now, we've had this one for about a year. We just haven't got much time to work with it. Well, we're always working on someone else's car. But today's the day, and we'll be doing a full LED interior installation. That is the front map, the dome, the trunk, the license plate, as well as the backup reverse lights. For today's installation, we'll be using a premium PrecisionLED 5730 style LED conversion kit, and we'll also be offering this in our standard 5050 SMD conversion kit as well. If you want to find out more about the difference in those two types of kits and the types of LEDs that they use, go ahead and check the description below and find the link to that video describing the difference. Now, before we get started, if you really like the types of videos that we make, please like, subscribe, and share this video out on your Facebook and your Twitter newsfeed and really help us get the word out. It helps motivate us to make the next videos, as well as lets other people know the proper installation methods for these types of products. Now, let's go ahead and get started.
We're starting off here with the front overhead map lights, and we're going to be using the included trim tools that come with your kit. We have a fork-shaped wedge tool, serrated knife tool, and the pointed wedge, and these come with every single package purchase from PrecisionLED.com. Now, we're actually just going to be using the pointed wedge tool here. You'll see two indentations, one on each side, that you are just going to pull a little bit of pressure on, and it should pop the lens out on each side. Just like that. Now, one side where we already have an LED installed. The other side, just wanted to show you how it comes in and out. There are two small ballpoint ends on each side of this bulb, and it only goes in one way, and you turn it 90 degrees till it sits into a recessed portion of the housing here, and that's how you know it turns on. Now, these are non-polarity specific bulbs, so that means that even if I were to turn the bulb the other direction, it would still work because there is circuitry inside that allows it to work when positive is negative and negative is positive. So, now that we have these working, we're going to put this back on. Just make sure that you line up these switches with the holes. The same way it came out, the front side is going to go in first, and then we're just going to apply some pressure and put those back in. Here we have the rear trunk light. We'll be using our fork-shaped wedge tool. Now, there is an indentation here for you to insert a tool, but really what I find is going on either side of it, applying pressure works a little bit better to remove this panel. Inside we have a festoon type bulb that we can just pry out. There it goes. Now, to get this bulb in, it seems easiest to me to use a pair of pliers, actually, to get the right kind of grip. And what you're actually going to do is put it inside first and then come down from the top. And that's actually easier than coming from the bottom and trying to get them into the pins. As you can see, works just fine. Now that the bulb is in, again, we're going to put this side of the clear lens back in first and then apply pressure. Get those two click sounds and you know it's in securely. Alright, if you've never done work on your backup reverse lights or these turn signal housings, the way that you need to remove them, there are two screws, one here and one here. They're Phillips head screws. And there are two pins, one here and one here, that are holding this assembly in place. First of all, we're going to remove the Phillips head screws. And you just want to grab these ones out of the way. And I do like to keep a pair of pliers around. Now, what you need to do after these are released is to push this whole assembly this way, and it should release. There we go. Okay, now that you have access to the rear of these housings, the top bulb is your backup reverse light. Right now there's nothing in it, but I've got one of our backup reverse lights. This is one of our 5730 premiums that just came in. These are really nice. These just plug right into the factory socket. And I've already got the reverse lights on, so you can see how bright they are. When you're reinstalling them, they just go in. You find where the holes line up, turn it clockwise, and now you're back together. All you have to do now is put this thing back where it belongs. This side is going to go in first. You're going to push the pins in this way and then screw in those 2 bolts. So let's do that now. We're going to show you briefly how to get access to the license plate lights on the Toyota 4Runner. Now all you need is a Phillips head screwdriver, and there are 2 screws per light housing that you'll be removing to get access. Now as you can see, this clear lens has to come off for you to access the LED bulb. Now as you can see, we already have the LED bulb installed in this one. If it were halogen for your vehicle, you would just go ahead and replace it. You do want to make sure that the bulb does turn on, and you can do that just by unlocking and locking the vehicle. And as you can see, the lights did turn on. So all I have to do is replace the lens cover back on. What you'll notice is on the lens cover, there is one side that has an extra plastic piece for alignment. You want to make sure that lines up properly with the casing here so that you get the installation correct, because it only does go in one way.
And that's the end of the installation. If you have any questions or concerns, please email us at help@precisionled.com, or you can reach us online and submit a support ticket at www.precisionled.com/contact. Now, like we said before, please like or subscribe if you enjoyed the video or enjoyed the process for what we do. It really does help us out when we make the next one, knowing that there's people out there watching the videos. Have a good one.